everybody, hello. I hope the sound is better today than yesterday. Mr. F's been he's been in the craft room all morning, moving the camera, the overhead camera to the right place, moving the microphone, moving the lighting, and so we're hoping that this is going to be okay. But please comment, below, and let me know if you think the sound is okay, if you think it's off, the lighting, whatever. Let me know and we'll see what we can do. Right, so this is the first signature of our Christmas 2023 journal, so I'm going to try and emulate that so you can see what I did. Now my journal is 8 inches tall, 6 inches across, so I need to, in order to get my 8 inches tall, I need to cut 4 inches off here. So let's let's find the the trimmer. I will be so glad when this room's organised. Anyway, it's not at the moment, we just got to work with it as it is and try and do the best we can when I'm not recording. So there isn't really a right and a wrong way for this. So I wanted it 8 inches, which is there. Make sure it's tight down to the bottom. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I think that's right. Okay, we have our first remnant. So let's just pop that away for the time being, somewhere where I can easily get to it. Yep, that's fine. And then I need my scoreboard. It's a bit like a gym workout at the moment, this is, but we'll get better. And I want to score this at 2 inches and 8 inches. So 2 scores, 2 inch and 8 inch. So we can do that. 2 inches and 8 inches, and you'll see why in a second. It'll all become clear as mud. So crease those over on the lines that we've just done, crease over onto the stripy side, and this one the same, and there we are. There's the shell of our first signature, and it's going to get sewn in down this line here. So what do we need to do next? Good question. I'm not going to stitch around this one that I'm making with you because it would just be awkward. I'd be having to stop every couple of minutes just to sew. So let's attack the front first so we know where the front is. Now then, I've used I'm using the Christmas field notes and the Christmas lives here interchangeably. They'll get mixed up. But the one that I used on this one was this one here, so I'm going to do the same thing. So I need to trim those out. There's a lot of cutter parts on these papers and I love them. They're really handy. So let's get that exactly where we want it. Which is about there, I think. Perfect. Might as well cut them all out while we're at it. It'll come in handy. Just checking it looks square. Yeah. And then we'll just trim them in half. That's the one that we want. We'll trim the others up and keep them to one side. Because they're all gorgeous. So there we are, we've got 5 of those to add to the pile, well, to start the pile really, and this one here. Now I've just gone over slightly and there's a bit of a red line down there, so I'm just going to take that off. Like so. I mean, it was something and nothing, that's it, but it was there, so let's get rid. I can't get into my bin because I've got a massive box on it. And also at this, the bottom is grey, sort of the bottom of the page itself, so I'm just going to trim that off as well. So there we have it, that's perfect now, I'm pleased with that. And it's at this stage that you could stitch, if you wanted to, stitch around it or ink around it, stitch around everything here that you can see. Like I say, I'm not doing any of that this time, so it should speed the process up. That's going to go there like that. It feels very strange for me not to be inking things, I can tell you, but I'm not going to. Just not going to. So I want one of my pretties. I need to reprint all of these and cut them out, but this is what I've got left for the moment. So let's just see, that's a little on the large side. That comes down from the top and we've already got that. Oh, this is nice, that lantern. Oh, just fits. That's nice. Leave that on the possibles. That's nice as well, actually, isn't it? Cardinal. Cardinal looks nice. Leave him on the possibles. This one goes that way, I think. Just a touch too big. No, I don't want to use it anyway. The wreath. Touch too big. We're going to have a lot of this, guys, so get used to it. The presents and stuff, that's nice. That's very, very Christmassy. The pine cones, which way do they go? Do they grow up or are they growing down? I think they look right going that way, actually. No, not Christmassy enough. Church is too wide. The ice skating boots, they're very pretty, aren't they? But no, you didn't make the cut. Oh, the books, that's gorgeous. It's going into the definite maybes. The luncheon platter. Ooh, nice but too big. The tea, afternoon tea. The big bauble. That's nice. I think that's too wide. Yep. The wreath. No. Oh, this is my favourite of all. I love these stockings. They're just so gorgeous, but they're not going on there. I'm saving them. I'm doing that stupidity thing where you save things that you really want to use. Too wide and Father Christmas. And I don't really want him on there. But you know, it's entirely up to you. You do what you fancy. You might not be using these at all, these fussy cuts. I really like that. And I really like that. I'm going to go with the books. Going with the books. So let's get that off there, and I'm not inking it. I keep saying that to remind myself more than you that I'm just not doing it. The paper is relatively grungy and I don't think I need to add to it. Christmas, I don't know, doesn't feel like it should be ultra grungy, and yet when I see some of the girls, you know, who made grungy Christmas journals, I think, oh, I'd love to have done that. But I didn't. Right, so let's pop that on there. That just fits perfectly. So is that square looking? Yeah, I think so. So let's just get my towel, just in case there's any glue to mop up. Let's get a clean bit of it and stick that down thoroughly. Mop up any glue when you're there. Lovely. Yeah, we've made a start. So the next thing I want to do is stick this onto here. So I'm going to use, what shall I use? Oh, the back is so nice. I'm going to use my my sweet petunia, and like a naughty girl I didn't put my lid on last night, so it's these two that I don't want to do. So just, yeah, I didn't put my lid on, so now I need to poke it with a pin because it is a very narrow nozzle. Oh, I can feel it's blocked up. Oh, I should have been better. Should have behaved myself better. And put the lid on it. That's it though, I think we're all right now. I think so. Okay, let's give it a go. No. Yes. Just coming through a little bit. So down there and down this side. Make sure you've got plenty at the top where it's... So where do I want it? I want it slightly over to the left and a little bit up from the bottom. And try and get that square if you can on there. Maybe a little touch more that way. Yeah, I think that's all right. That's okay. And then we're going to make a journal card that fits in there, but I'll do that later. I'll do all the journaling cards together. So let's open it up and see what we've got. So we've got this page here. So I need a piece of something. Ah, yes, now I remember. The page with the green. Let's just put that away for the moment. The page with the green writing. No, not green writing. Is it? Yeah, green text. Let's see if we can find that. Is it in here? Yeah, I think it's in this pack. Where are you? Where are you? Oh my goodness. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. This is the one. And we want it folded. Well, we want to take the top off it because we don't want it more than 8 inches for a start. So let's do that. And it's definitely going that way, so I'm going to cut the 8 inches off the top, which is along here. So 8 inches. Make sure it's really pressed down at the bottom. That's lovely. Another choice remnant. Oh, I love it when we start collecting remnants. It's great. So this I want to score at, good question, where's my ruler? I want to score it at 4 and then chop it off 6 inches after that. Okay, I can do that. Score. You have to bear with me for the present time because It's not easy for me. Things aren't where I'm used to them being and stuff like that. It's on the other side. I need to score this. So score it at 4. And then 6 inches beyond that, which is 10 in my reckoning, and that's where I want to cut that off. So yeah, it's kind of like trying to make a complicated recipe in a kitchen you've never been in before. I want to score that way, which is really the wrong way to score it on the score line, but it'll be fine. Is that what I want to do? No, that's going to give us something else, but it doesn't matter. So this is now my, you'll see in a minute. Let's cut that off at where my mark is. Let's get the little Timmy trimmer. And I want to cut, theoretically, I'd say 2 inches off that. There, so let's have a look and see what we've got. So that is going to get put into there, and this is going to form a pocket, if you like. Even if you don't like, it's going to form a pocket. And let's just check that fits in there nicely. Yeah, and this, we need a little bit more cut off this side because we want it to lie inside that spine. So let's just have a look and see where we need to trim that to. Pencil. So I'm going to trim it a little bit short. There's the spine line there. Hope you can see that. That's in where it needs to go. So I'm going to cut it there. So I'm cutting off 1/4 inch. Yeah, 1/4 inch. And then we'll give that a go and see what that looks like. And that really is just not worth keeping. It probably is, you know, but it's in the bin now. So that's going to go into there, like that. That's going to be one tuck, one pocket, and then this is going to, what happens here? This all folds out. Yes, right. Sorry, it's the blind leading the blind here today. You've got to bear with me. I won't make this the longest video in the world because I'm really kind of out of sorts at doing them. I'm not it's just not great. So I've got my punch and I want to make 2 thumb notches in here at the halfway mark. So that's 8, so my halfway mark is there at 4. Just take my punch, make sure they are lying flat and together, and then they'll both look nice. Way, there we go. So this is what we've got. We've got this piece, this section here measures 4 inches. Then it's scored, and then this section here is 5 3/4. Okay? So now if you want to stitch or ink or whatever, now is good time. Because I'm going to stick that in there. And I'm going to stick it right down this edge and then up the edges of each of that. So I think that's probably, you know, that's what's going to happen. Thinking about it though, I want to put my washi tape on, my starry washi tape, and I think it might be easier to put that on before we stick it down. In fact, I'm pretty darn sure it will be. So let's do that. Let's just move that into there and kind of line up the stars is what I'm doing to get it straight. There we go. Let's just trim that end off. And then I can fold these in if I want to. And it's a much better look than just them being cut off parallel with the paper. So get my bone folder and I'm just going to really press those down. So we don't want them lifting when we put things in, do we? No, we don't. So that's that there. That looks nice. It looks nice. I like it. Now what I need is a bow, one of our bows. No, I didn't tell you last time where I got these from, and that's because I can't blooming remember. I think that one looks nice there. But like I said to you yesterday, I think I need to back this onto something because it's just paper. It's not going to withstand things going in and out. So let's get some red paper. This I had before, I haven't bought specially. I do, when I'm doing full-on Timmy things, I do actually use quite a lot of reds and oranges and blues and olive greens. So I've got quite a selection of papers in that department. But for this, I want this. I have got a burgundy as well that I did toy with using, but no, I think I'll use bright red. Actually, having said that, I'm liking the idea of using burgundy. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll just pause you there for a sec. No, I'm going to pause you there. Oh, I can't pause you at all. Turned out I could pause you after all. Right, so I have backed my bow onto this burgundy coloured card, and for those of you that like to know what I'm using exactly, I'll tell you. It happens to be in A3. I tend to buy my paper in A3. I find it you can get more out of it somehow, apart from the obvious that it's twice the size. And it's Clairefontaine Maya the range here. It's just I love it. It's the right thickness and everything for me. I really like it. 185 GSM, and it's called Burgundy. So there you go. I was right. So I think I might just stick this down first. Let's give that a good crease along there. Let's give this a good crease along there. Right, so I want to put some glue just down here, quite near the edge, as you can get. Yeah, glue, it's very funny that you don't want to come out. Can't stop laughing. So there we are. And then just from that crease to the edge, and that'll make our little tuck pocket. Same at the top. Just along there. My glue's acting up because it knows that I'm a bit unsure today. So just to add to my woes, it's decided to act up for its first time in its life. So get that exactly right, width-wise. Fold that over and push that in. Make sure it's right top and bottom. Push it in as far as it'll go. Lovely, lovely. Now just get my Timmy toe because there's a bit of glue I can see there that I don't want. Press the top and the bottom. And there we go, we made our first thing. So you can see that opens up. Then we've got a flippy flappy blah blah. So is that the same as we've got here? Kind of, I think. I'm not sure. I need to investigate. Right, I've investigated, and what happens is, obviously this is a pocket. We took the notch out of it, so it glues onto there. So that whole thing then becomes the flip out. So my head is really not in it today, is it? I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Mr. F's wallpapering. Well, at the minute, actually, he is mixing up the paste. There's only a small section to do, but you know, it's a really important section because it's the chimney breast wall, so it's kind of the central feature of the room. We managed to get some Edith Holden poppy design wallpaper, but we're very limited on it. So there's absolutely no room for error, none. And that just kind of, it kind of concentrates the mind somewhat, doesn't it? Let's just press that into place. But if it works, it should be lovely. Oh my goodness, he did the painting yesterday, the alcove on each side of the chimney breast, and the colour that we painted it in is, well, it's very like Timmy's fired brick. That's what it's like, because I thought it would go nicely with the poppies. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Right, so we've got this page now. That's the flippy flappy. So let's just go back. This is the front. It needs a journaling card in there. Lovely. Then you open it up and you've got this. So we need to stick that bow on there. I'm just going to stick it. I don't want it poking over. So I'm going to put it at that sort of angle. So it's just down here that I don't want to glue. I'll use my collar so I can move it around should I need to. The tonic glue that came with that My Sweet Petunia thing that the very kind and sweet Linda Carlson Park sent to me. It's good glue. I'm telling you guys, it's good glue. Right, so let's stick that on there. Like that. Looking nice, looking swell. Make sure that's down, but not sticking to the one underneath. No, we're all right. We're doing okay. That's fine. Lovely. So that's added that. I don't think I'm going to add the little red sparkly things. Don't think they added much to my, whatever you want to call it. Oh my goodness me. Right, so I need my two little journaling cards for in there, and they are on this sheet here, and I use this one and this one. Oh, that's handy. Well done. So I'll just get my trimmer out and trim those out. Not really even room for my trimmer on this table at the minute. I've decided that the likelihood of me ever wearing a skirt again is extremely limited. And so, for that reason, I'm going to go through our what is now limited wardrobe hanging space and donate all my skirts, of which there are many, to the charity shop. I just need to trim down there. It's just, I've just overstepped the mark ever so slightly. Lovely. And this one, that looks all right to me. Right, okay. So they need to be backed. But before I back them, just in case it comes through, I don't think it will, but I'm going to stamp on them first anyway. So I've got my Timmy set of trees, and it's called Tree Line CMS 244. You can tell it's pretty new. It hasn't had that much wear, or indeed any use. In fact, I think yesterday when I used it was probably the first time it had been used. And yesterday I used the Distress inks to stamp with, but I think I'd get on better with the, you know, these ones. So let's get these out of here. And let's open this. This stays on, could be 100 years old. It just could. I've had it years, and it wasn't new. You know, it was new. It's still in the packaging, but it was from a second-hand shop that I got it. So I've no idea what it's like. And I've laid out my Versafine Clair Shady Lane and my Versafine Clair Rainforest. It's not a colour I'm mad about that, but I might just use those two. So I want a Christmas tree that I can put there, and then a smaller one, probably that one, that I can just pop there, and that'll be great. So I'm going to do one darker. Come on, Miss P. Yeah, I'd know where you'd be. You're always on my desk. You're a good girl. I think I'll use Shady Lane for this. Yeah, that looks better on the stamp. Yesterday the Distress ink was sort of bobbly a bit. Stamped okay, but it was a bit bobbly. Right, so let's... I've got a stamping mat somewhere, but let's give that a try. Perfect. That's just so perfect. Let's just wipe that off. It won't come off entirely because it's Versafine, but just clean it. Just for the sake of it, because we can. And then this one, which I'm going to do in that stays on really bright. Create side swatch label for stacked pads. Oh, that's a nice thing to do. I need a bit of waste paper, really, would be good. Is there any? I've got some of this, so I'll try it on here. I just want to see how bright this green is, really. So it might be horrendous. No, I don't think it's horrendous. I just don't know if there's enough difference between it and the Shady Lane, but there'll be some difference. Be alright. It's gone a bit bobbly. Let's give it a try. Oh no, that's quite nice. I quite like that actually. So let's go ahead and ink that up for real. And stamp it on there. Just about there. Looks like it will do nicely. Yeah, that's nice. Two different colours. Now then, this one. Nearly flip my lid for my stays on there. I did on the other one use this longer tree line one, and it looked quite nice. So I could do that again. Now, I've seen my longer stamping plot. Yeah. Mr. F made me a double Miss P one, and it says, I hear you, but no. So I think that's what's needed for this one. And I think I need a piece of blue roll behind it because I'm going to stamp off the image, I think. Just put that there. So I've got that on there, and I'm going to use the darker colour, which is the Shady Lane, on the bottom. And coming up a little way up the stamp, and then I'm going to use my stays on the top part of the trees. Now whether there'll be enough difference to actually make this worthwhile, I don't know. We're learning together. So I want this down at the bottom, right there, about there. Let's put the lid back on the stays on. So, are you on there yet? Have you transferred? Please don't spoil. Right. Hold your breath, guys. 1, 2. Oh, it's lovely. That's really nice. Right, this is a funny old day, this is, I tell you. In between stamping these and now, I've been helping Mr. F measure wallpaper and paste wallpaper. So I'm a jack of all trades today, an absolute master of none. But let's hope we can get this wallpaper up. Like I say, it's the Edith Holden Poppy one, and there is not a fat lot to spare, so, if any actually. So I'm just going to pop these onto here. No inking to be done, I'm not stitching this one, so we're good to go. Once we've got everything sorted, even one room sorted, I'll take a picture and you can see what we've been up to and quite why I haven't been filming many videos. Oh dear. Right, so that's that one. Will that one fit in there? Yeah. Of course, you can use any stamps you've got. Oh, no stamps at all. This is the joy. I'm kind of giving you the recipe, but you can change the herbs around. Or whatever you want. There we go. It's lovely. So let's just cut those out. Stencil a little bit on the back and they'll be good to go. So we are making progress through it all. I can only really cut things out, you know, when they're on my left hand side of the scissor blade. I don't know, do you lot have a preference? Strange, I can't cut the other way around. This side I can get right in tight to whatever it is I'm cutting, but if I do it with the thing on the right hand side, it's even worse than it normally is. There we go, still got a bit of that for backing stuff. There we go. And that can go out. It's kind of cute, but I have no job for it. So I'm just going to do my very quick stencils on the back. And then I'm good to go and put some wallpaper up. So, oh, what am I going to put on? Well, I like the poinsettias, so let's do those. Poinsettia, I think it is actually. I'll just put that blue under there because I don't want to transfer any ink. And I don't really want this very heavy. I want to be able to, people to be able to journal over it. It's pretty. Pretty, oh yeah, that's lovely. Lovely, lovely. And this one. A little bit in the corner and a little bit down here. Oh, that's really nice. Lovely set of stencils those. Kind of wish they were a bit larger, but then we're never happy, are we? So that's my two little journaling cards. I could round the corners off if I wanted to, but this, I quite like it being square because it's obviously meant to look like a piece of notepaper. And no, I like them as they are. Right, let's bring it on. So they are just going to tuck into there like that. Oh, I think I've glued my bowl down. That was always going to be a bit of a worry, wasn't it? That's it, it's just a tiny little place. So they can go into there, and that's our two little journaling cards. And then I'm going to hang a piece of wallpaper and come back and do this one. I'll see you in a minute. Right, well, I'm back. We now have that whole wall decorated. Mr. F's done a sterling job. It looks gorgeous. Edith looks lovely up there. Anyway, back to the problem at hand. This needs a large journaling card in the back there, but you know how to make a journaling card, but maybe further down the line. But I just want to, what's on the back of there then? Oh yeah, a belly band. I'm wondering, you know, whether I should just leave this for another day, because I'm all of a dither now. We've been decorating, and I was all of a dither anyway because everything's new and different to me. So I might just leave that as it is there now, and I promise you that by the next time I'll be more organised. I feel very disorganised, so I'm sure I'm not giving you the very best of tutorials. So I'll pick this up exactly where we've left off, and just thank you very much for sticking with me for this project so far. We know that it was juddering, the video was sort of stop starting on the before the break. But you know, let me know about the sound, let me know what you think about the sound, etc. And we'll really try and get it better. Okay, so I'll say goodbye for now, and I'll see you really soon once I've got my head a bit more together. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.